stand up here with our favorite singer, Barry Kay. Barry, you went up to New York again, took a little Tully with you. How was that trip?
It was great. Yeah, we had a really good time. We went to, we did all the typical New York City things.
No, I don't. I've never been.
Never been to the Empire State Building or
No, we haven't.
the Staten
I never
Island?
got out of Athens, hardly.
Really?
Yeah.
Been
I
to
thought
New
like a
York.
world traveler.
Furthest north I've been is Ardmore.
That's Rover around here.
Rover
Now,
in a
did
local
you go up there on a
sense.
mission trip of some sort, or what were you doing?
I have been up there. Back in December, I went right after Hurricane Sandy hit, and I helped. I left my car for my friend who.
Nobody stole it?
No, it actually.
Nobody won it.
Stop.
Well, they didn't. There were a couple of times when the snow was a little too deep. The thing sits this high off the ground. So.
It gets 72 miles to a
I
gallon.
think it's 54 miles a gallon, which pretty doggone good.
Can you and Tully both get in it?
Yeah.
With a guitar?
We can do it now. If you weigh like 400 pounds, you may not want this car, but it's a pretty good car.
So you were on a mission trip the time before. This time you just went up to. Did you play while you were up there? Before?
Yeah, and this was kind of exciting because my son Tully plays. I'm going to talk about him on TV. He'll be like, oh no, he'll be embarrassed.
He'll be embarrassed.
He
Yeah,
plays
that's
ukulele
okay.
and sings, and the Good Shepherd Church praise team regularly. So yeah, he and I helped out this new church. It's called Rockaway Beach Church, and they started planning it before the storm hit. But then when the storm hit, there was an opportunity. They basically my pastor friend turned his house into a distribution center. They started giving away canned goods, bottled water, and people saw it. It was a great opportunity to kind of build a church.
Now, did you go back to that area this time? Is it back? Because I read horror stories all the time about it. Nothing's back to normal yet.
Well, it's finally getting there, but it was kind of a long time coming. In this part of Queens, a lot of folks were complaining. It took months for them to get like subway service, whereas the more wealthy parts of New York City, they had it in 1 month by February, and here it was April, and they were still waiting for their subway
So
service.
what's a little boy in Athens, Alabama doing up playing in New York City?
Well,
Do you feel like a
same thing
turd in a
as me.
punch bowl, kind of out of place up there?
No. I guess I've been there enough. I love it. It's an exciting
They don't make
place.
you talk a lot. Make fun of your accent.
Well, he don't have an accent
Some
like
people,
I do.
well, yeah, some people, they all say, "Oh, I love your Southern accent." It's funny because
Where are you from, Alabama? Okay. Where are you playing here?
Last night, Village Pizza. Let's see, tonight, if you're watching this on the
Friday night.
review, it'll be too late. But
Friday night you're playing.
La Placida, have you heard of that Mexican place in
No, I
Madison?
can't pronounce it now, but well.
And then I think July 26th, I'll be at the Elks Lodge in Decatur. Check out.
Moving up.
Yeah, I'm moving up, man, big time. I'm available for your private parties and weddings and stuff.
Y'all want to hear more of a classical degree? Don't you have a degree in classical guitar?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he teaches as well.
Show off. And he teaches too.
He teaches
I
as
do.
well.
All right.
I do.
Thank you, Barry. Can always have you up and get you to do one more song in just a second. First, we're going to talk to Stan McDonald of McDonald Associates. We'll take a break. Be right back in just a moment. Y'all, hang on. And back up here on a Friday morning, Stan McDonald back in action. McDonald and Associates, as Greg was just talking about, that's not real estate being good here, but the foreclosures, and that's where you guys come in. You don't have to have your house foreclosed on. How many times we got to tell y'all, tell your friends, your church members, your cousin, whatever. Don't foreclose. Tell them how not to.
Well, like Greg said, it's bad for the community, bad for the neighborhood. When you have a foreclosure, it is going to bring down prices in the neighborhood. So, good neighbors are going to learn to be proactive and engage with their lenders. If they have a problem, there are options and solutions out there. That's exactly why McDonald and Associates exist. And Jamie, we are thankfully getting the message out. Your viewers, we're getting calls from some of your viewers who see this, and it's real. Okay, people. We talked
this
about
isn't a scam.
3 or 4 weeks ago. I think a good friend called and
Got to took care of it the day they were going to foreclose on it that next day.
stopped
it that morning.
Stopped the foreclosure.
And that's an unusual circumstance.
Well, yeah, but it's doable.
This guy was-
It's doable. We asked, please move earlier than that.
Now, I appreciate you bringing it up. This guy was in a desperate situation. My friend was real concerned about his friend, about his stability.
Right. Yeah.
And y'all got in touch with him that night,
We
that
did.
next
We called
morning.
him that night. That foreclosure was scheduled to occur at 11 o'clock the next morning, and then we did stop it. And it took a few things that frankly we know how to do. Some attorneys at our office know how to do, and it stopped it. And yeah, again, like Greg said, the way we explain it to people is when a homeowner who is in this distressed situation, when they will take advantage of some of their options, it is a win-win situation for more than just one. Like Greg said, it's a winning situation for real estate prices in the community. We do not need foreclosures. And by the way, I mean, it's like Greg said. Now, but this is not to say that there's not good things going on in real estate values. I know real estate values are doing pretty good right now, as he said. But there was also a large number of homeowners in the mid-2000s that there was such easy credit that they were borrowing 100% the value of the home. It went down a little bit. They're underwater. And so those people are going to be with us for years.
Now, I hate to keep back referring to Greg, but also what Greg said was, we're 2 years behind, and you'd brought that up a couple of weeks ago, these foreclosures coming in.
You always heard
California,
about
Nevada, and all these other
California,
places.
Here's something that I'm going to add on to what he's saying too. There are a lot of foreclosures ahead of us, a whole lot of them. Now, and I'll preach this, these lenders don't want to foreclose. They really, really don't want to. And they've been holding off for a good while. But the dynamics are now changing. You're going to see more foreclosures. They do.
We're going to see more?
More. They prefer to short sell instead of foreclose. But they're getting to the situation now, they're through all their lawsuits. And if homeowners will not work aggressively with them on a short sale, they will foreclose. These days, if people living in the home for 2 years without paying the mortgage payments are behind us. The lenders have been through their lawsuits, they've been through their regulatory problems, and now that's all cleared away. So if people are in this situation, they need to proactively try to short sale. The lenders want a short sale, but if they mess around and the homeowner doesn't do anything about it, and they won't get the paperwork in, fill out the forms, work with somebody like us who knows how to do it for them, they'll go to foreclosure.
It's like Mark Moody was up here this week talking about his golf tournament. Charity golf tournament goes on today over at Decatur Country Club, and Bonnie and Lonnie are playing there this afternoon. Also, he was saying that in these foreclosure deals, they'd rather turn them over to somebody like you guys on a short sale.
Yeah, correct.
Because it's easier.
Yeah. The average. I mean, our friend Greg over here, he's getting a little airtime today. Good realtor here. In all likelihood, he really probably does not want to have to deal with.
Takes too much time.
Yeah, it's just too much time.
But yet, if they do, if somebody with AAA or
Well, you
Marmac,
guys do
whatever,
it all the time, so
they come to you, they're still going to get their part of it.
Correct.
So everybody, it's a win-win for everybody.
Correct.
Now, you're telling me, the way I understand it, that if a person is been foreclosed on, they come to you guys, meet with you guys in Madison. Now, everybody's local here. It's not a 1-800 number you call and you got to get some corporate deal. They come in, they can stay in their house.
Right.
Live in it, keep it up. It doesn't deteriorate, nothing like that. And that's what the mortgage company wants.
That's exactly what they appreciate, because they really do not like people vacating homes. It's a big problem because when someone vacates their home, there's still things that have to be done to that home.
Yeah, it's going to be maintained.
Yeah, the city has rules and regulations, and they get in non-compliance with that, and so there's fines exacted upon that property. And guess who? It's going to end up in the hands of the lender if they end up foreclosing. So they don't want all that to happen. They literally, Jamie, when we do our short sale closings these days, usually, now here this seller now is selling this house, and they're not making any money because again they're underwater. But the lender is so appreciative that they've hung on and stayed there and gone through the short sale process that they'll write them a check. They call it either transition funds or moving expenses, and the check will be anywhere between $2,500 to $10,000.
Out. And you're saving your foreclosure. You're saving bankruptcy, which is what you did with our friend's friend.
Saving your credit.
And your credit. How is it affected?
Well,
You're still going to lose some points there, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's not near as bad as a foreclosure.
All right.
Not near as bad as foreclosure. No.
Can you buy another house?
Well, especially if now some people will go through the short sale process, and they still make their payments. So if you never do miss a payment, which is sometimes people think so far ahead, they're able to say, I have an imminent default in the coming months. If you think you have an imminent default even 6-8 months from now, and you come forward because maybe sequestration or maybe this or maybe that, and you think far enough in advance, then yes, you can turn around and buy another house. You sure can. There's even been special programs for that.
So people need to call you.
They do. Right.
Set this up. Y'all give them a call, 325-1143. Stan and his guys and gals will meet with you. They are professionals and they're local. Y'all know them. And we highly, highly recommend y'all call McDonald and Associates with Stan and all the guys right there in Madison on Slaughter Road. You cannot miss them. And Stan, what you're doing is a great benefit to people.
It really is. We've done hundreds of short sales in the past 2 years, as you know, and we've got well over about that many in on the pipeline right now. It's a definite need.
And it's going to be something that's going to be going on for several years, like Greg said, indicated.
We think so.
Here for a while.
We think so.
All
Pretty
right,
sure
Stan.
about it.
I'm glad that marriage is going well for you.
Thank
Tell
you.
Mabel we said hello.
Okay.
Sorry I stepped on her gown.
Not we, you.
Yeah, me. Greg, thanks for coming up. Eat more yogurt. All right, let's go out with Barry Kay on a Friday morning. Don't forget Farmers Market Decatur tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, giving away free ears of corn, and the one here opens at 9 o'clock tomorrow, and they do have fresh tomatoes. Let's go out now, local and loaded on a Friday. We'll see y'all next week. Gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
My head is stuck in the clouds. She begs for me to come down, says, boy, quit fooling around. I tell her I love the view from up here. Warm sun, wind in my ear. We watch the world from above as it turns to the rhythm of love. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun, you're mine, all mine. Play the music low and sing to the rhythm of love. My heart beats like a drum, guitar strings to be strummed, a beautiful song to be sung. She's got blue eyes deep like the sea. They roll back when she's laughing at me. She rises up with the tide the moment her lips meet mine. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun, you're mine, all mine. Play the music low and swing to the rhythm of love. When the moon is low, we can dance in slow motion, and all your fears will subside. All your tears will be dry. And long after I'm gone, you'll still be humming along. I will keep you in my mind, the way you love me so fine. We may only have tonight, but till the morning sun, you're mine, all mine. Play the music low and swing to the rhythm of love. Play the music low and swing to the rhythm of